welcome to why the PlayStation 3 is so good in 2026, everyone. And people might say, oh, the PlayStation 3, right, 20 years ago, I am going to even campaign for this console because the lists on the library on this console, absolutely insane. And you can go, it's not as good as PS5. This piece of machinery, absolutely much, much, much better. Okay, and I can still even show you how, the prices of your games will not come down while this is still open as well. I'll show you. If you think digital is the way, you're absolutely wrong, because your games are not going to come down, and it's still really expensive. Even here, decades, I'm going to say decades later, because I'm hopeless at mathematics and I'm not going to give myself a headache. Literally over this. And, the game library, bangers after bangers. Absolutely nuts. I'm going to show you, like Skate 3. Can you get this on PS5? No. Guitar Hero, Legends of Rock. Can you get this on PlayStation 5? No. Guitar Hero was a huge hit as well. At the time, you can't get your accomplishments on there. But there's a lot you can still get on your trophies still to this day. And this is... I feel like that meme, I don't know what the hell it's called, but, you've got that guy revving up going, that's why it's the GOAT! I don't know what the hell. That is called, literally. I have no idea what that meme is, honest to God. But it's hilarious because, this console is legit the GOAT. And I didn't really, I think I got a bit tired with it because of... I wanted a PlayStation 4 so much, and I was on this console a lot. Now I've had a huge revival with the PlayStation 3, and I was just like, holy shit, excuse my language, but holy shit, this is still legit fire. This console is still fire, the graphics are still good as well to this day. Is it nuts? And, you have, your little music in the background, which is really fun. And your little gameplay as well. When you're loading, and you'll save what you save on. The PlayStation 5 do not have any of that, Oh, absolutely say. See, this game, PlayStation 3, Warhammer, the split second PlayStation 3. Again, Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2. When that time, movies. Movies were games, sort of thing. And you can't get none of this on the PlayStation 5 store. Not even on the PlayStation 3 store. You can get some PS3 games very, very, very low. With things like that. Yes, some PS3 games did make it to PS5. Which we'll have that conversation in a little bit. You had the Ghostbusters. Oh, see, and you have that theme. Don't have this on PlayStation 5. What you say, by the way. Star Trek. Again, a movie game came on the PlayStation 3 when movies and games combined together, join forces. Again, PlayStation 3. Disney Infinity, what a marvellous, marvellous piece of equipment this was. First time, and I'm going to tell you how good Infinity was, how groundbreaking that was, maybe on another video. And, you have, you're raving about James Bond. PlayStation 3 had its own James Bond, by the way, game. Absolutely wild. And you got, Portal 2. Again, none of this is on the PlayStation 5, and I will campaign at this. This is much better. And why save your, physical discs and don't let it all go digital? And I will prove a point. Again, Prince of Persia, good game. Another good game, Sands of Time, And you forget Red Dead Redemption, everyone. That started on PS3. That's made its way to PS5. Absolutely wild. That's had a remake now. When you think of it. Oh, and look how bangers these are. Ratchet and Clank. PlayStation 3. I mean, you could get some of these if you're on the Platinum, but that's paying more. That proves the point. You don't want to pay more for this stuff. You know, Ratchet and Clank, brilliant as well. As I said, bangers after bangers with like this stuff. And do you know one point? Do you remember Little Big Planet? Like, if you look at it on the PlayStation 5, right, yeah, you can get the Little Big Planet free, right? It shows as well that Sony do not have licensing and can't even control their own games. This is like their own game, Little Big Planet 1 and 2, right? Luckily, I got hard copies, physical copies of this, right? Look at this on, you know, the PlayStation 4 store or even the PS5 store. You can only see Little Big Planet free on the PlayStation Store, right? As well, play again Sonic, you know, All Stars, Racing Transformers, kind of like a Mario Kart, but like a Mario Kart knockoff, if you will, for PlayStation 3. Really good. Tron, again, Tron, another movie, great movie for its time as well. See, this is where movies and games combine. That's not even on the PlayStation 5 store as well. And you got, you know, Sonic Generations as well, PlayStation 3. And if I do read things wrong, I apologize. I do have dyslexia. So if I do read these games wrong, or struggle to read some games as well, I am dyslexic. So you know, I'm trying to campaign for this. Maybe I'm not the best person to campaign for this stuff. You know, Disney Universe, really fun, by the way. I played that literally not long ago and literally had the time of my life playing that Disney Universe because it was so stupid and fun with like all its costumes. Again, can't purchase that on the PlayStation 5 store as well. This game, oh my goodness me. Banger, absolutely banger, and that still runs really well. And Driver San Francisco, really good game, and it's fun how the noise comes on and the sound comes on, and you know, as I said, endless guys, endless, you know, stuff. And you even have a Super Smash Bros. Knockoff, which was this, the All Stars Battle Royale. And I will show you that another time, how fun that is, calling like Super Smash Bros., you know, fans for that as well. How fun that is, because, you know, it's literally like a PlayStation's answer to the Super Smash Bros. And even that should have had like more love, definitely. So I quickly just jump on to the trophies. And yes, it's a little bit creaky, a little bit of a wait with things like that, but that's okay. You know, I'm not expecting it to be fast because I said he's old, but you know, old is gold. Literally old is gold. Like, sort of thing. Yeah, it does take a little bit of a while sometimes. Sony, honestly, sort this out. This needs to be sorted out for the PlayStation 3. And they'd be like, oh, they don't care because they always jump on to like the next big thing. And as I said to you, I'll have to do another video of, you know, the collection this game has, you know, this console has, you know, bangers after bangers. This console, absolutely fire. As I said, like, you still, to see, it proves you can still gain your achievements. Like, you know, Skate 3, or, you know, split/second, you know, literally have your accomplishments there. And, you know, as I said, Ratchet and Clank. As I said, Portal 2 earlier, still get your accomplishments. Prince of Persia. Again, even the PS Vita still really holds well. First generation. I'll do another video for the PlayStation Vita because, yeah, that's another campaign for that as well. Because I don't want to bore everyone. Even Meg's Mind a bit random. But again, PlayStation 3 could not get that on PS5. Again, if I want to click on that, you see this? You're still gaining your things, still gaining stuff, and it's still all mounted on your account. Honestly, this console absolutely fire. And, you know, I could be here for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours literally to say how good it is. But let me jump on the PlayStation Store very quickly. I'll do this in a part